kind of took what I was told to do and made up my own list. But I'd like to see what Andy means by correct wrapping of the cable.
So I'm pretty sure at the end you should have them be like opposite.
What is it?
Wait, I have to do a little...
Unwrap these cables. Everybody
Listen to
unwrap
Andy.
the cable that you've
Way
just
more
grabbed.
important.
First of all, I always make sure that it's kind of like roughly not twisted in the middle.
That's good.
Make sure you have a
Roughly smooth.
You don't want to be halfway through wrapping it and then run into a whole bunch of
This is
tangles.
a Sour Patch gift for the Daily Wire to show our appreciation for them being so sweet for us.
You're certified.
How
many Sour Patches are in the jar?
897.
You're holding it like a hose, right? It's like you're watering the grass over here. You got the end of the cable.
No matter which end you start.
Pointing off the other side. This is how I do it. This is how I was taught. I was not allowed to graduate film school without knowing how to do this and doing it properly for the professor. So you take it and you just wrap like normal. That's the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then it's an alternating way. So you go back again, and then instead of wrapping like this way again, which would put a second twist, that puts one twist into the cable. Now you're going to untwist it by going under this way.
Oh!
So you're going over the first way. That puts one twist in this direction, and then you go under, which puts a twist in the opposite direction.
So it keeps it kind of like...
You're kind of like a waiter is.
Yeah, so when you throw it out, it's like a Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly. So when you throw this cable out, you're holding one end. The fact that it's twisted once and then untwisted on each pair of wraps means that it's going to the net effect is that it's a straight cable.
Forward.
Yeah. So you've got one twist
conditioned cable,
one twist over, one twist under, and that way when you throw this cable out, it's going to be pretty straight.
The final test will be the.
If you don't do it that way, then you've got basically a spring as a cable, and it's and especially the thicker the cable, the worse it's going to be. But these thin cables, you won't notice it as much, although you'll definitely get that. It'll help if you do it your iPhone cables. That looks pretty good. If you do like your iPhone cables and stuff like that way, that should help them if they're in your pocket not get quite as
I never
twisted up.
heard about this method.
We conquered the Daily Wire. We showed up, we stormed the gates, and I went onto their show, and they all became my guests. No, it was pretty fun. It was cool that they had us down here. Got to go on Backstage Live. We also had Backstage Live on IRL, so it was a good win-win for everybody. I'm stoked on what they're doing. Their movies, all the stuff they're working on is really, really fantastic. We might collab on some creative projects, but that's about it. Other than that, you know, their host coming on our show is good for us, good for them, and so the people who are challenging the system, you know, we gotta work together. That's about it. Everything's being broken down. We are leaving. Actually, we're gonna go hang out with John Rich. We're gonna go to his venue, play a show, and then we're getting out of Nashville.
This week was awesome.
In this case,
I really hope we can come back more with the Daily Wire again. That was so much fun.
Right?
What was your favorite part?
Right now, that end is.
I loved having Ben Shapiro and John Rich, where I think we're both two of my favorite guests, but I also really love Michael Knowles and Jeremy Boring. I really love everybody here. I feel like they're kind of almost an extension of Timcast. I have a lot of fun working with them.
I make sure.
Oh my.
They held pretty well.
Gotta check the roof after the storm. Make sure there's no damage or anything. But everything's good. Jump to that, or just safely climb down very slowly. All right, guys. So the show's canceled. I'm gonna have to tweet it out, let everybody know. A credible threat was just made on my life, and I often don't care for these or take them all too seriously. But we're told we can't do the show. The threat was actually, it wasn't a direct threat like where someone's like, I'm going to kill Tim Pool. There was a death threat phone call made, but then police discovered a text message that's circulating among left-wing extremist groups, this is what I'm told, explaining how to hit the bar and escape the city. And like, there's a list of who's our security. They're trying to compile information on everything we're doing. So the police apparently got a hold of this. Phone call was made and they said, take a look at what they're doing. Extremist groups are trying to have been compiling, it appears, information on what kind of vehicle we drive, how we might be leaving, where we're going to be entering from, where they could park to hit the bar, where they could drive to escape after hitting the bar. And so this is on top of the death threat that was called in. Yeah, it's considered credible because of the extent to which they've, the information's come together. I told the guys, I was like, I don't care. Like, let's do it. Nothing's gonna happen, but they were just like, we can't be responsible. We can't secure this, and we can't put other people in danger because there's patrons, so when the police were like, this is gonna take some time to sort through, it's like, man, we can't do it. And I was like, all right, no big deal. It is what it is. But I'll tweet it out. I'll let everybody know. We're gonna go hang out with John Rich, and maybe we'll just do like a live stream playing some songs or something with John. And fortunately, no show. Truth be told, the idea that we can just show up to a bar in a big public place with no security considerations is probably a bit naive for us at this point when we're getting, hundreds of millions of views. People know who we are. It's the political space. We're graduating from being able to just have a small YouTube channel and show up and high five everybody to you're crossing that threshold where you're going to sell out a venue of 1,000 people like we've done events. Now you need security guards. This is why, let me just say one thing. There's a video going around of Kim Kardashian on a ride, and all of the regular people who are in line have to wait. And everyone's making fun of Kim Kardashian because she kicked everybody off this ride so that she could go on with her kids. And I'm like, dude, it does kind of suck that you have to do something like that. But this is exactly why. Because while she's in that teacup coming close to some other person, they could swing at her, you just don't know. And there are crazy people out there. So because of this, no show.
Let's get everything lined up. Basically what we did was we took everything and we put it in a bin, and now we're ready to go. Took like 2 hours. It's great. Huge improvement over the Austin trip. Andy's a genius. He's got it down to a fine art. Can't wait for the next iteration of Traveling Studio. It's gonna be good.
It helps the player hear the sound better because it's not.
Yeah, that's like a natural front speaker.
These things are incredible. And the neck is up off the board, or the, I don't know if that's the right terminology, but right here you see that? It kind of allows the mids to come out. I mean, I can hear that, the reverberation of like the low.
It has like the thickness of a nylon string classical guitar, but the resonance of a steel string acoustic. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that sounds great.
They send you.
These are my favorites.
Dunlop 73s. Just grab a handful of them.
Dunlop 73, yeah, absolutely. Nice and easy.
I am getting a McPherson guitar. It's very good. It's very expensive. So for the most part, it's a unique custom design, and there's really interesting things about it. You can see the neck floats off of the body. Here's what I can tell you. I played it, and I was blown away by how it sounded. And the salesperson explained to me all of the very intricate aspects of it that are amazing. And so it was like, we need it. I could hear it better when I was playing, like different from, typically when I play, this was, wow, impressive. So we're gonna get good song, or good sound when we're recording, and that's the most important thing.
Thanks for hanging out with this little while.
Yeah, dude. Have a good one. Now we're gonna go hang out with this famous musician. Sucks about the show, though. He doesn't like it perfect. He likes rough. He was like, so for me, if I was gonna play something, this is too good.
I mean, there's no guitar out there that's going to top that for what it does. I mean, if you go buy yourself a, 1942 Martin or something, that's going to sound, nothing tops that either for what it sounds like. It's kind of like saying who's the best guitar player, Chet Atkins or Eddie Van Halen. Well, they're both great. They're just different,
Oh, there's balls spinning. The balls always just...
Yeah, you want me to show you around real quick?
Should we go around?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now, I don't have the PA on or anything. Is that all right?
Oh,
We're gonna sit and jam acoustic.
Yeah, we're just gonna jam, have fun. I think, maybe we'll do a live stream on Instagram or something.
That's fine.
Because
Yeah,
people
let me show
drove
you the
up
roof.
here and they
You want
got.
to see the roof, guys? Come on.
We don't need
the
this.
floor in there is really cool. What is
It's just
that?
concrete.
It's just concrete.
Yeah, so I had them pour the concrete in here with no expansion joints.
Okay.
You know, like a sidewalk and whatever
Right.
so they can stretch and they don't crack. But I wanted it to crack because I saw this big thing in overseas one time where they let it crack and they'd gone in and they highlighted the cracks. Well, they actually made the cracks look lighter and stained in around it, so it actually looks like big pieces of rock laid in there.
That's, yeah.
nice.
You know?
It looks like stone more than
It
I
does,
thought it was
right?
concrete, but
That's
it
'cause of the
looks
cracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But you know, when you got 200 people on it, you can't hurt it.
Oh, this is beautiful. Man.
People know what it's like. Oh yeah, everybody.
So nice.
You're almost 90 feet.
It's so zen up here.
Notice I made the rail very high.
Yes.
So you couldn't accidentally do anything.
Do the kids come up here?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Thanks,
I
man.
love
it's
yeah.
weird how the balls are stuck. That's what I was saying.
There's the headstock is the hot tub, so it's got water pouring over the edge, so it kind of sucks the balls back up
Right.
against it.
It creates a surface tension which pulls it towards it, but even though the water's flowing the other way, it just makes them spin.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Kinda holds it in place, yeah.
Is that just something that accidentally happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
noticed
cool.
it one day and went, that's cool. All the balls wind up right there. My kids love it.
Yeah.
That's a big garage, so I'll take you down and show you the cars and stuff. Cadillac's
Oh,
down there. I
cool.
had the Cadillac ready to go. I got a mother at
Got a mother roof.
time to mow it.
Well, you can come and hang out, but we gotta mow the roof before we do the show.
Here, you take a weed eater.
Wow, this is gorgeous.
Wow, such great.
So where we're standing here, this in the Civil War, the Confederates were downtown in Nashville. The North came down the river and cannonballed them out of downtown. And they took off running straight through the valley here where Vanderbilt is and right up onto this hill right here.
Wow.
And they were here for about 3 or 4 months. And then they eventually got pushed back off further south that way. But when we were excavating the house, digging it out, horse bridles, bits, saber handles, musket balls, on and on and on, man. Just like, we kept it all and put it in
Yeah, I
shadow
was gonna
boxes and
ask
stuff.
that.
Cool. This was right in the middle of the action.
Built a venue in your house.
Or I built a house in my venue.
That's true.
It's a raging debate, man. We don't. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was talking to him, and he was
Oh wow.
You can get great shots up here. You know, camera angles.
When does the kitchen open and the servers get here? Put some menus out.
Any minute. I know, right? Hey, guys. Now, you can throw one hell of a party. Yeah. Thanks, man.
I like your uniform.
Yeah, so that is, I tell everybody, that is Teddy Roosevelt as a squirrel riding on the back of a bucking raccoon charging San Juan Hill. So he's got the little spectacles on.
Yeah, it's
That's Teddy Roosevelt.
He sent me, he's like, you gotta buy it. And he sent me the listing on Burger. And then I was like, okay. And then when I bought it, he goes, you gotta buy this one. And he sent me a 9mm Gatling gun, which was
Oh, yeah.
$30,000. And I was like, all right, maybe someday.
Right.
But this, I can put in its case.
That's a useful tool. That 9mm Gatling gun just to have
You ever
fun
see
out in
them?
the field. Yeah, I've seen
the
pictures
big
of them.
Glock mag, and then you.
I mean, yeah.
No, not yet, not yet.
That's,
Well, I'm gonna make a drink.
Yeah, go make a drink. That's George Jones's saddle.
Oh,
George Jones is that?
George Jones, greatest
stuff.
country singer of all time.
Whoa.
There's a picture. That's Johnny Cash and George Jones
Oh, snap.
in a picture together. So George Jones, to any country singer, would say he's the #1 country singer of all time.
Was that your main music growing up? Country music?
That and gospel. My dad's a preacher, so that kind of stuff.
Did you sing like in the choir and stuff?
My dad?
Yeah.
My dad sang. My dad would preach with a guitar around his neck.
Oh.
So he'd sing for 20 minutes and then take the guitar off and then come at him and pick it back up. That's what he does at the prisons too. Remember we were talking that preaches at a lot of prisons?
Yeah.
So he'll go out one man deal, sing to the inmates. He'll sing Johnny Cash, Boy Named Sue, or Folsom Prison Blues, you know, get all the inmates, get their attention, and then start landing on them. It's pretty cool.
This is like the green room, your performer green room?
Yeah, we got people singing and playing. We'll all hang out back here. We can see through there, but they can't see back.
That's
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
So you kind of keep an eye on the town. It works out good back here. Right, but this is a lyric collection. It's all everybody from Dee Snider to Lee Greenwood's up there. Charlie Daniels.
I was actually just going to ask, so I noticed it's handwritten, so that's very cool.
Yeah, I hit up Bob and went, "You write out
Awesome.
Cowboy for me?" He goes, "Yeah, man, I'll write it." "Why? What are you gonna do with this?" "I'm gonna hang it on my wall." "Okay."
Are these your lyrics? All these?
Now these are all these are
Different
friends of mine that have written
These are the originals?
big hits. Yeah.
I love
There's
it.
Dee Snider up there. We're not gonna take it
Oh, cool.
because I know you'll know that. You don't know George Jones, but you'll know Dee. You'll know Dee. This is my Granny Rich's sewing machine, 1910.
Wow.
So this machine was in a warehouse in West Tennessee. It made World War I and World War II uniforms.
Wow.
And then in about 1950, 51, she was working at that factory and it went out of business and she bought the machine for like $50 and then sewed on it, ran her own business. So she was 89 years old.
Wow. That's
A seamstress shop by herself, cash business, smoking cigarettes, drinking whiskey, hemming people's pants. So when she died in 2020, I set that machine up here.
Does your grandma?
Hey, John,
At Granny Rich, yeah.
2 questions. Do you care if I crack open some of those dark cherries
You
in
can
the
have
can?
whatever you want.
And do you have seltzer water?
Let's look under the fridge.
I have whatever I want. You said, all right.
You can have whatever you
guys,
want.
can you carry these?
The second one from
No. Anything?
whatever you want.
Thanks, man.
Down all around, it's your head above the clouds. We got music, motion, knows where the day, yeah. Good time with family time, rocking and moving, and best time all around. Those were the days, yeah, yeah.
You just want to go slow.
Head above the clouds, yeah.
Hey, play that one.
There we go.
This one here.
Yeah, that's a 62 Gibson. That's probably the best action of any guitar I've ever picked up. It's got a pick in it if you want it.
Yeah. Is there a strap or anything? Should I just hold it?
We got one in the...
Oh yeah, that's right, we just got one. Here, I have one here actually, John. Yeah, I just got this one. Or, Tim, is that yours?
You want to use your new strap?
Yeah, I'll try it on. We're gonna take a video. I think this looks fucking cool.
I like it.
That's nice. Thanks, man. And I set up. Yeah, it's gonna get hot.
It's dark. It's dark in the city. We're all brother said, we'd retire our fire hose and just throw them in the dumpster.
Oh no.
We're like, let's turn them into flags. So
Yeah.
they're making them. They take raises money for fire departments and folds of honor and
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. Research that like that.
Remember when, whoa, whoa, whoa,
By the way,
used to hope for peace. Villains weren't only on TV screens. Broken hopes and dreams. They're all lines in a strip.
find the one thing you can still control and control it well. And for me, it was a pencil and a notebook. And I wrote hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs, and I got nothing going on. When things started to kick back on, I'm sitting on this mountain of songs, and people started going, "You got another one that sounds like that?" I go, "I got 60 more that sound like that." So they start combing through your catalog, and you get all these cuts.
Wow. Amazing. And you line your wall.
It's all about what you do when you're down.
Awards for all of your good songs.
That's what the difference is.
And then how many of the songs did you write were bad? Nobody wanted.
About 90% of them.
Yeah.
I've written about 2,000, and I've had 210 cut. So about 90%.
That's why I tell people, you know.
I don't know that they're all bad, but they didn't get cut. Come on, I'll walk y'all down. Ta-da! It's very Boss Hog.
Yeah. This is the beast. I guess we got to do a photo shoot, a photo op. We came all the way out here for it. I'll sit in the back.
Look at that. You could get 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, let's do it.
Big trunk space. Look at that.
Right?
Hank 68.
Whoa. Did you work on the cars?
Yeah, this is numbers matching car. So this is as original as you're ever going to see one.
What year?
79.
Is it all mechanical?
4C. This is probably 406.6, no air conditioner, got the original 8-track in it. I mean, the whole thing.
Yeah, the Duke's drop, this thing will run.
Is this the 78 anniversary edition?
All 4 years.
78 anniversary edition?
You just offered you.
Say again?
Is it a 78 anniversary
It's
edition?
a 79 anniversary, so 69 was the first Trans Am, so this is the 10th anniversary car.
okay.
No, just pull it on the handle and pull it.
This was a 400.
I'm just trying to be careful.
Yeah, you got it.
They put a 400 in it, right?
406.6, yeah. But it's a 4-speed. Most of them are automatics. This is 4-speed. Which is that's what's
When the EMPs drop, when the nukes drop and the EMPs go off,
64.
this car will still work.
And then that's this one. That's a 64 Ford. So that belonged to my sound man back in the 90s when I was in Lone Star. And he was on his 3rd kidney transplant when he was our sound man, and I was his roommate. So all the hotel rooms, I shared a room with this guy. His name was Buster. And so Buster, when I was 23, had me sign, gave me power of attorney over him in case he had to get another transplant and didn't live, wanted me to take him off life support instead of his mother. Wow. At 23. That's pretty tight for the guys to do that. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, 6 months later, he's on life support at Vanderbilt, kidney conked out, and he died. And so I went to his funeral, and I found his mother, and I said, hey, Buster always told me about some old truck in a barn that his uncle had or something. He was going to fix this truck up and talk about him. She goes, yeah, that's Uncle so-and-so. I said, okay, thanks. And I went over to him. I said, you still got that truck? He goes, yeah, it's in the barn. I said, well, I'd like to buy it. So I bought the truck, like $1,200 or something, pulled it out. We had it completely restored and brought back. And so I've had that truck. That was in 97.
That thing's incredible.
Is when I got my hands on that, so I've had that a long time. Man. I can't let go of stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like guitars, guns, and old vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't let them go. So.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and rebuild my first car. It was a Mazda 323 hatchback.
Oh, nice.
1989.
Yeah, man.
And so it actually is crappy, but they raced them. I didn't know that. So I'm can I buy one of these things and just have it?
Didn't they used to hit those things like nitrous and stuff? And like,
yeah, I think so. Like they were racing them, and so
like a bullet.
You know, but we're gonna have to buy like 3 trash ones and then combine them.
And they sound like a dentist drill. Yeah.
Mine busted.
Next time you come in, we'll have to take them off for a ride. Do a car show.
They're photo shooting that caddy.
Oh, are they? Oh, yeah. Put cameras on it.
Maybe some other people if they want.
Yeah, you sitting around now. Go ahead.
Let's go. Want to come with us? Act like you're driving.
So Hank Sr. died in the back seat of a blue Cadillac.
Oh, okay.
Not a 68. He was dead long before 68. But
Hank,
I named it Hank because it's blue Cadillac.
You wanna hop in with us?
It's unlocked.
Oh, good.
There you go.
I'll let you. I'll tell you. You want to sit in the front seat and
you sit in the front seat.
Come make it look like you're driving us around.
You're the man.
Okay, I'll sit in the front.
Let Tam drive it. I don't care. Yeah, that's your next album cover.
Yeah, get this. You can take a screenshot. Right. Actually, that's a good sign.
Cool.
That'll be the album cover for Ian's Revenge.
Photo op. Yeah. Photo op.
Oh wow.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Right? It's comfortable.
Oh, I'm covered in strap dust.
Oof. If you ever get a car like that, you'll wonder why you didn't have one longer because they're so fun.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
I really like it.
Mechanical, man. That's the way to do it.
You could sleep in that.
For real, literally.
This is where you're staying tonight.
I'll be
You go for that?
Yeah, it's easier better than the place we were at before.
I said you can camp out in these trunks.
I'm gonna stay here tonight.
You know?
Yeah, right?
Build your put a campfire right here, you're good.
These are all mechanical too, right? All this. What year is this?
68.
68. Yeah, definitely mechanical.
That's cool. You got
So when the nukes drop, the EMP wipes everything out. Yeah,
I've got a lot of cars that will be fine. Yes.
all of ours are gone.
I kind of gave him the overview of the goal of it, and then he had the engineer.
Still talk to that guy?
Still had some fun.
That was great.
But
That
now
was
you've seen it, so you know, in the future you're going to use it for something.
Let's definitely do it.
Yeah, drive 4 hours.
You got it, man. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been a blast.
Just back out. The gate will let you out when you pull up to it, and
Cool.
drop safe on the road.